Project 613, day 83. So we're learning about the mitzvah of Levirate marriage. If someone dies without having children and he has a brother, the brother-in-law marries the widow. Let's say it's a situation where the brother-in-law does not want to marry the widow does not want to marry the brother-in-law, or, for example, in our day and age where we do not do the mitzvah of Yibum. How is this mitzvah circumvented? It is circumvented with another mitzvah, and that is the mitzvah of chalitza. Now, while the brother-in-law and the widow are not married, they are, however, meant to be married, according to the Torah. They are meant to be doing the mitzvah of Yibum. And until we are able to break off that connection, she cannot get married to anyone else. So there is a mitzvah called chalitza. Chalitza literally means to take off. What happens here? If the two decide they are not going to do Yibum, they're not going to get married, they will not have a Levirate marriage, they come to the Beis Din, they come to the court. There needs to be at least 3 judges, preferably 5. And they stand in front of the court and they come to the conclusion that Levirate marriage is not going to happen. They would like to do chalitza. So here's what goes on. This is described to us in Deuteronomy chapter 25, Parshat Ki Teitzei. It discusses the mitzvah of Yibum and then says, if Yibum does not happen, this is what needs to be done. The woman needs to recite in Hebrew the following words. Me'ein yevami lahakim la'achiv shem b'Yisrael la'ava yabni. My yavam, my brother-in-law who's meant to marry me, does not want to perpetuate my his brother's name in Israel. He does not want to do Levirate marriage. And then the brother-in-law says, Loi chafatzti lakachta. I do not want to take her. I do not want to marry her. Then the brother-in-law, has on his foot a specific type of shoe. It's a shoe made of leather. It has a specific design. There are different Jewish courts throughout the world that have a special chalitza shoe. So he's wearing this shoe, and then after this exchange, the woman bends down and takes off his shoe, throws it on the floor, and then spits on the floor. She does not spit at the brother-in-law, she spits on the floor. As the Torah says, she shall spit in front of him. And then she says in Hebrew, Kacha ye'aseh la'ish asher le'yivneh beis achiv v'nikra shmoi b'Yisrael beis chalutz hanoal. This is what should be done to someone who does not want to perpetuate the legacy of his brother, and he will be called in Israel the house of the one whose shoe was removed. And everyone that's there says, Chalutz hanoal, he is the one whose shoe is removed. They say this 3 times, and then it's done. This is the entire ceremony of chalitza, and once that happens, she can go on and marry, and the brother-in-law obviously has no connection to her anymore, and this is the mitzvah of chalitza, which is in practice until today. Thank you for watching. More tomorrow.